Miley Cyrus is currently promoting her upcoming album called Something Beautiful, and people are saying she is going to have a downfall similar to Katy Perry, who can barely even sell out her tour in the US as it stands currently. She said, in response to a question about how gay her album will be, "It's not only my best album, but my gayest. Her gayest album yet."
You know what this is? This is that Variety interviewer who shows up and there's this, if you guys don't know, there's this one interviewer for Variety whose entire job is to torpedo every movie and television show that comes out whenever they do these premieres by asking them questions about how gay their movie is, and then the actors, so they don't get in trouble, have to be like, yeah, it's super
gay.
It's super
it's
gay.
So gay. You have no idea.
Personally,
gay explosion.
I love that guy because he provides us with endless content.
But he was probably the one that asked this question of Miley Cyrus.
That guy was, my favorite was like when they were doing the Agatha all along, like, red carpet thing. Like, to be fair, if there was ever a show where it actually fit, it was that one. But that guy's hilarious, and he was probably his brother doing this interview here.
Yeah, he has soldiers out there. But she's clearly doing this to pander to the gay audience, who are the most dedicated, so she can sell more. But I think that it just shows these pop stars, especially the aging pop stars like Miley Cyrus, they don't know what's cool anymore. Like, they don't know where the culture is at if they still think that, you know, making everything gay is the trend. Like, you're well behind the times if you don't know that's not cool anymore at this point. And some people were defending this by saying, no, it's because Miley actually is gay, even though she was married to a man. She's pansexual or something. She might have said she was like pansexual one time, but this is not true. I found a quote of hers saying that she actually is straight and she felt like she had to be gay. This was, I believe, post-divorce. There are good men out there, guys. Don't give up. You don't have to be gay. There are good people with dicks out there. You just gotta find them.
She said that?
I always thought I had to be gay because I thought all guys were evil, but it's not true. There are good people out there that just happen to have dicks. So
that's
she's
not like a
definitely
Babylon
straight.
Bee headline.
No, that's a real quote from Miley Cyrus back in 2023, I think.
Okay.
After she'd already divorced Liam Hemsworth. And now she has pivoted and is trying to identify with her gay audience.
Well, I mean,
suddenly.
that makes perfect sense.
Pretty transparent what she's doing.
In the female pop music space, that is a huge sector of your audience. You have to pander.
And one of those good men with dicks out there might be her dad, who she's reconnecting with currently.
Why do stories like this give me the sense that, like, the entire LGBT lobby is comprised of terrorists?
I think they're panicking, honestly. Like, because they realize that they're losing cultural ground specifically on this issue. So either pop
They are
stars,
losing influence, aren't they?
Yeah. Either pop stars like Katy Perry and Miley Cyrus are genuinely just out of touch and they haven't updated their view of what's culturally relevant, or they're doubling down to try to combat their receding influence. But I wanted to mention, just offhand, that her mother, Tish Cyrus, has just unfollowed her after it was announced that she was reconnecting her relationship with her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Wow.
Who had that really bad performance at, like, some Trump event, if I remember correctly.
He did, at the inauguration.
Yeah, he, like, tried to sing and it didn't go well.
No, there was, like, it was a technical difficulty. It was, but he was also really drunk on stage.
Yes.
And trying to get the whole audience to sing Old Town Road.
Yeah.
It was bad. And then another example of this is Lorde, who is promoting her upcoming album. That's coming out in June. It's called Virgin. And the album art she has chosen for Virgin is an X-ray image of what appears to be a female pelvis, where you can see clearly a seatbelt buckle and an IUD inside
Gross.
The pelvis?
Gross.
I don't know what the symbolic meaning of that could possibly be, but...
Feminism is just like women being gross. Just like rub period blood on everything and be disgusting.
Talk about your uterus. And
Yeah, just get naked. Even
See,
though
women
you're
don't
out
like
of
it when
shape.
men. When women say they don't like men for disgusting behavior, what they mean is we don't like disgusting behavior that doesn't have some pseudo-intellectual bend to it. Like, it's okay to be disgusting as long as you give some lame pseudo-intellectual reason for your lame behavior.
Well, if I had to guess the symbolic meaning behind that album art, it has the seat buckle, the IUD. It's kind of like maybe a chastity belt, that she feels like she's been repressed and she's liberating herself or something like that. She's also spoken recently at the Met Gala about her evolving gender identity because she custom designed her outfit that night to express where she's at gender-wise. Let's look at this interview with Emma Chamberlain.
I ask
I'm
this
sure it's gonna be
question of
great.
myself every day.
I've never seen anything like this from Tom Brown. Tell me everything about it.
Okay, so this is custom Tom Brown. This is my creation. It's something of an Easter egg. More will be revealed, but I just love the open back. To me, it like really represents where I'm at,
Yeah.
gender-wise.
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like
Wait, wearing backless clothes is indicative of your gender?
Yeah.
a man and a woman, you know,
Yes.
kind of vibe. But,
Absolutely.
it's a take on the cummerbund. Tom
It's
Brown did all this
amazing.
deconstructed tailoring.
So she says she feels like a man and a woman at the same time, and this outfit is an Easter egg for her upcoming album.
She has no idea what a man feels like. Not even the most remote concept of what it's like to be a man, what a man feels like. You're an idiot and you're embarrassing.
This is a fundamental truth. A man is never going to know what it feels like
No.
to be a woman, and a woman
No.
is never going to know what it feels like
Never.
to be a man. But you can come up with some amalgamation of that feeling based on clothes or makeup or shoes.
Wasn't
or...
her
Clothes
whole
that you
gimmick
wear
that
have
she
nothing
grew up
to
poor?
do with being a man or being a woman. You can, like, men shouldn't wear female clothes, but women can wear whatever they want, and it does not make them more of a man or more masculine. Women can wear, you can dress a woman up like a construction worker, and all she becomes is a sexy construction worker. Like that, they're Halloween costumes. Like everything that a man can be, a woman can just dress up that way, and if they're in decent shape, it's just a sexy whatever it is. If you do that with a man, you look like an idiot.
Yep. What you were saying?
Wasn't her thing that she just grew up poor?
Lorde?
Yeah.
That was definitely a theme on her debut album, which is her only good album.
I
ever.
mean, if I'm
It's been
her,
over a decade since Lorde has put out any music
if
worth
I'm
listening to.
if I'm her, that's what I'm leaning into right now. Income inequality. That's what people are really looking to hear you talk
yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
she's
what-
rich now, so she's not allowed to do that. You know, you can't really.
She got out of the hood with this one.
She already got out of the hood,
Yeah.
so she's fine with that. But
The amount of things that she's subjected me to on this show that I would never know about beforehand.
I think it's the same story as it was with Miley Cyrus, as it was with Katy Perry, and maybe even Madonna, you could say. These aging, less relevant pop stars who are trying to reinvigorate their careers and drum up support by talking about gender and sexuality, and no one really is intrigued by that anymore. It's a tired topic. Even the people that they're trying to appeal to with this stuff are bored of it. I've looked at the Stan accounts. They think that this is a miss, and they're the people that you were supposedly trying to appeal to. Now, there are more transvestigating theories surrounding Lorde
Jesus
based on
Christ.
her public statement that she feels like a man. And she revealed that she is prescribed to a drug called spironolactone.
Okay.
And this is not a drug that is used for gender-affirming care, to be clear. It is an anti-androgen, which blocks testosterone in the body. And sometimes women take this drug when they're either trying to combat acne or manage symptoms of PCOS. If you have PCOS, it means that the naturally occurring testosterone in your body is not getting converted into estrogen the way that it should, so you have to take this drug to combat the symptoms of PCOS.
Okay.
Which includes acne and weight gain and unusual hair growth and stuff like that. But I don't know why she told her followers that she's taking this drug, because now they have taken that and ran with it and believe that she is possibly going to come out as transgender as a companion piece to her album. It's
How do you come out as transgender? Don't you come out as the opposite gender? Like if you're a woman, you come out and say, I'm a man.
There's a new slang term that I wasn't aware of until recently in the trans community. It's called egg. If you call someone an egg, it means they're someone who is trans underneath it all, but they just haven't realized it about themselves yet. And they believe that Lorde is an egg.
Predictive
She's not
programming.
exactly doing anything to combat that sentiment by saying that she's exploring her gender. But yeah, I think that these people are just going to get eclipsed very quickly
What is
by a new generation of pop stars.
How does a woman explore her gender? Like, how does a woman, like, as a woman?
No
I
one
wonder,
does that.
I wonder what a woman. What does she think? What does she do to explore being a man? Like, do you like show up on time? Do you like follow through with the stuff that you say you're gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
you shave the
you do
the
something
baby,
and nobody.
the baby hairs on your face.
She's actually mastered it because she's made a bunch of albums that nobody cares about, and nobody ever cares when men do anything. So she's actually getting a first-hand look at what it's like to be a guy by doing something
Yeah.
and then getting no one to care.
That's a great point. None of these people, no women that are like, oh, I'm actually a trans man. None of them actually want to know what it's like to be a man, because to know what it's like to be a man is actually to be totally invisible. That's it. That's what it's like to be a man. No one pays attention to you and no one cares. And I am totally not that dude normally because of like my career and because of the stuff here. I get 10 million times the attention of a normal man, right? Normal guys get treated like absolute garbage, and they are completely invisible. It is not anything that any woman ever wants, and there are a bunch of trans women crying into their cell phone saying it's so lonely to be a man because they actually pass. This is so ridiculous.
Pass is a debatable term, but yeah, I see what you're saying, and I agree. But what they're going for is not to really experience being the opposite sex. They're looking to be seen and validated and heard,
Which is the most feminine woman thing you can do.
yeah. But yeah, I think that these pop stars are clearly floundering as they're aging out of relevance and getting replaced by people like Sabrina Carpenter, and they're just not really sure what to do to kickstart their career back into motion. And
Even Chappell Roan.
yeah, Chappell Roan is another example.
Yeah.
She's just actually gay.
Yep.
Doesn't actually pretend to
That's the
be
foot
for
chick,
clout.
right?
Chappell Roan, yeah, that's the one you said looked like a foot.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.